the office, but I wanted to come on live really quick and share with you um, some of the questions that I've been getting. I had a great opportunity to jump on a session last night on this new app, Stereo, similar to what is it? What's the other app called? Clubhouse. So it's a stereo app, so audio app, so great app. So putting the finishing touches on my planning session tomorrow. So if you tomorrow putting on a quarterly planning session workshop, 7 p.m. Very excited. Just finishing going over with the team, putting the slides together. So excited about that. But the one to jump on really quick because I keep on getting this question about motivation. And I think this is what really separates the champions, the winners from everyone else is this notion of motivation and how do I get motivated. And I think, we've all been lied to if we think that these people that are achieving what they're achieving, highly successful people, are doing it because they're motivated, right? Whatever that means. I think motivation is very fleeting. I do not, that's not my business plan. Like, all right, I'm gonna be motivated. I'm gonna get this done. And I think so many of us are waiting on that, are using that as an excuse to achieve our goals because we feel like we're not motivated. And I'm going to share with you some different ways on how you can reach your goals, reach your steps. This is some stuff that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. But I want to jump on and kind of share some of this information with you about motivation so we can just kind of put this to rest. So I just want to give you some tools, some systems, some frameworks that you could kind of implement in your life, right? So let's go here and share my screen. I put myself in this corner so you can check me out. So the first thing, right? In order to like use motivation, or I would call it momentum, right? What you need to do is take daily action, right? So if you could take daily action, right? It doesn't have to be large steps, right? Daily action, small action, day in and day out. That's how you get closer to your goals. So many of us think it's these large steps, these large leaps and bounds that's going to propel us forward, but it's not. It's these daily actions that really help us get to where we want to go. So if you're not doing things on a daily basis, whether it's weight loss, whether it's financial, whether it's learning, you need to really start looking at on a daily basis on how you can kind of do that, how you can add value. The second thing is going to be like you have to listen, you have to read, you have to like inhale, right? Like daily motivation. Daily motivation. I mean, it's so easy nowadays, but um, you got podcasts, you have books, you have YouTube. There's so many things that you can listen to on a daily basis to feed your brain. And so many of us, when we hear the word diet, we think it only pertains to what we eat. But the word diet also pertains to who we hang around, what we listen to, what we feed ourselves. All that stuff is a part of our diet. And if you want to stay motivated and remain motivated, like daily motivation nuggets, right, is key. Right, get you a podcast, get you someone that you listen to, and just digest that on a daily basis. Right. The third thing, what's the third thing you must do? Right. The third thing you must do is what? Measure your progress. So many of us are challenged by getting motivated because the goal is only in our head, and we don't even know how close we are to our goal. A lot of people, their goal is like weight loss, but they've been working out, they've been at the gym, and all of a sudden, they lost significant weight, but then the scale stops reading lower, so they get discouraged. And then what do? They start eating, they gain it back probably more than where they started from. And if that's you, I'm not trying to talk bad about you. I get it. It's stress, but there's so many other things that you're developing while you're working out. It's just not about weight loss. For one, sometimes you're putting on muscle, and muscle gain weighs more than weight. So yeah, you're not gonna see the results in terms of weight loss, but your body is gonna feel good. So for me, it's not a weight limit that I'm after. I just want like a health. I want to wake up and be able to go hard every single day because I train my body to do so. And I think that's my motivation. It's not like a weight on a scale. Yeah, I would love to be 10 pounds lighter, but I ain't tripping because as long as I look good, I feel good, I can deliver anytime I'm called to perform. I feel like I'm in a great spot. So I think that's another key point. Next point is going to be four is going to be have an accountability partner. So many times we don't achieve our goals is because we're the only ones that are acknowledging our goals. We're the only ones that are chasing our goals. And we do that sometimes because we don't want anybody else, holding us accountable. But in order for us to get to what we want to go, we got to have people holding us accountable. We got to have people that are there for us, that are willing to call us out, when we're not performing well. And if we do that on a consistent basis, then guess what? We're going to be able to achieve our goals a lot faster if we had that type of accountability, other than we just depended on ourselves. So having an accountability partner is extremely, extremely, man, it's key in order for achieving your goals. The next thing, achieving your goals, how you add momentum inside of your life to reach your goals. The fifth thing is going to be about planning your week. Like, how many people, show of hands, how many people have planned their week? How many people have sat down and really planned their week? If you haven't, like, I suggest that you figure it out, right? I suggest that you figure out a way that you can start planning your week, a way that you can start really understanding what it is that you want to accomplish for the week. Because so many of us are, every week is just running into the next. And we always, it's funny because at the end of the year, we always talk about, oh, 2021, I hope this is my year. 2020 wasn't my year. 2019, 2018. Guess what? 2021 ain't gonna be a year if you don't start planning your life. If you don't start being intentional, it ain't never gonna be a year. You're always gonna be feel like you out of control, right? So if you don't figure out how you can plan for your week, plan for your month, plan for your life, then guess what? You're just going to be blown in the wind, right? You're going to be steadily chasing shiny object syndrome. You're not going to have any type of goals and or intentions on what you're doing. So planning your week is extremely important. Inside of the workshop we're doing, we're also providing you with an electric planner that you can plan out your week, your day, your month. And right here, every day, I fill it out. I check my pulse, my morning. I get to ask, why do I feel this way? Who do I show up for? Things I'm grateful for. Today's game plan. At the end of the day, I look at my wins and losses. And this has helped me tremendously in terms of getting done what I need to get done. I have yearly goals that I have set up, and my days, my weeks, my months are set up so that what I'm doing, right, is going to lead me to reach my goals, if that makes sense. So we work backwards. We reverse engineer where it is that we want to be, and we figure out what needs to get done today. So many of us, right, we lose motivation because if we're on a trip and we're going, say, 500 miles, we're worried about, on mile 20, what's going on mile 475. Like, we're going to have more opportunities, more challenges before we get there. Let's just follow the process. Let's just go week by week, right, day by day. Let's just respect the process, honor the struggle, and then when we get there, guess what? We're going to be prepared because we're disciplined, and that's going to be us providing, again, not motivation but momentum inside of our lives. And lastly, I'm going to tell you this, and this is key. I'm going to write it down, but this is key that we understand this, and that's that you have to enjoy the journey. Like, you have to enjoy the journey. Like, life is tough, it's challenging. So many times I feel like we're waiting to get to that destination before we celebrate. And I would share with you that, unfortunately, so many people don't get to experience that journey. And they delayed their happiness, they delayed their gratification until they got there, where they were able to pull off some remarkable things along the way. And if that's you, I want to say I'm proud of you for everything you've done. You survived 100% of your bad days. And now it's time for you to really figure out how can you live a life full of attention. And I'm excited that tomorrow I get to train a bunch of people through a workshop in terms of how to get that done. And lastly, I read this book last year, and I just looked it up again. It's called The Motivation Myth by Jeff Hayden, and it talks about this formula. This talked about motivation isn't necessarily a spark; it's a momentum, right? This is the word I've been using all along today. So, I'm going to show you like how it's momentum, right? So, what happens is you have small success, right? You get excited, you get some endorphins flowing, right? And then what happens there is you get some motivation. You're motivated, you're excited, you got something done, right? So then you know what happens then? You get more success. And then you know what happens after that? You get more motivation. So it's this constant loop that when you plan your life out and you get small success and you get motivation, you get more success, you get more motivation. That's why it's important that you write things down. That's why it's important that you check off the list. Sometimes if I forget to write things down, like I'll go back at the end of the day and write things down and check it off just so I'm telling myself and show myself that I experienced small success throughout the day. And that gets me motivated to then write my stuff down for tomorrow, get me motivated, get me in the mood to, again, live my life with attention. Because I'm telling you, when I wake up every day, my day is planned out and I'm on it, like I'm dangerous. And it's about putting those days together, putting those weeks together, putting those months together, and where that's going to get you to where you want to go. So I'm excited. Tomorrow we're going 2 hours, probably 2.5 hours of a workshop. We're going to go through a whole framework on how you can set your goals, how you can get unstuck, how you can get back on track and finish this year strong. If you're interested, there's going to be a link somewhere around here. I don't know where we're going to be on. I would say my bio, but maybe it's on a different platform. But you can figure it out, man. Looking forward to see you in there. And for more motivation tips, please follow us on Facebook. Check the website up. Sign up for a newsletter. I love to serve you in the future. And man, I just believe that we all have this champion inside of us. And my goal is for us all to make it. All right, man. I'll talk to y'all soon.